Hey there Internet, Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars and Keeve YouTube channel. In this video, we're going over the Greenworks 80 volt battery powered pressure washer. There's not as much plastic cladding. You can see the pump, it's axial. It's black around here and you think that it's plastic. No, this is all cast aluminum. The anodized aluminum here. It's $730, but it comes with two 4-amp-hour batteries. To get that, this is $370, tool only. So if you already have some Greenworks batteries, I think it'd be pretty good. The plastic around the motor and around the batteries is only what's needed. You have your flap right here. You have your battery area. Like the plastic it's solid. Even around here, it's not hollow, but it's enough to just cover the motor. It has the metal frame. You have rubber tires, non-flat tires, no hubcaps, metal base. Don't put your hand in there and let this go because it's not going to feel good. This stays 31 minutes and only has really two modes. You have an eco mode and a turbo mode. The button, really nice. Now it comes with those two 4-amp-hour batteries. Takes 60 minutes to charge, but it gives you a dual charger. So you can charge both batteries at the same time, which is a nice feature. You can have your 15, your 25, your 50, your soap dispenser, and your turbo nozzle all up here. On the back, hold your hose. We don't have an electrical power cord, so we don't have to wrap that around. And usually, anytime you have a battery-powered pressure washer, you have the ability to siphon. So you get a small siphon hose like this one with your garden hose thread on one side and your filter that will go into your bucket or your pond source. That's why it's got that filter. But one thing that you need to know is this right here. It comes with it. This is your siphon. It's called self-priming, and that just goes right here on your output. You need that on there. The reason I say that is because this on Amazon is both. This is available on Amazon, the tool only and the battery one. On Amazon, it's only got like a 3.9 rating, but it's only got 7 reviews, and one of them was a 1-star, and that 1-star was they couldn't figure out how to siphon. You gotta have this. This is 14 millimeter, so this is your standard M22 connection, which brings us into the hose. Hose has M22s on both sides, but what's good about this hose? It is wire braided and it is 25 feet. So most pressure washers come with 20 feet, which really isn't enough from end to end to wash a car. But I gotta tell you, the quality on this Greenworks Pro, I'm surprised. Now it is longer. You can see, like even right here is a cutout. You can see the metal wand right there. The plastic is simplistic, just enough to what you need, because this up here, this helps mount it to the body up here. The trigger, it's nice. And it has a very short range. So it just goes from here to here, like maybe not even an inch of pull. And everywhere that you would put your hand on this spray gun is rubberized. It comes with a standard wand. You just M22, fit it right in there, and then you screw that down. And the only thing to go back to the hose. Oh man, 25-foot braided hose. You see, it wants to pull out. Now with it also, turbo nozzle. You have a 40-degree, which has a little picture of a car on it, but these are cool little nozzles. They're nozzle guards at the same time. You have the quick connect for the end here. You have that gap area, so you can't really, hit the car with the metal part. It's rubberized, so when you put your fingers on here, they have these little tabs that work. This is really nice. This is your soap dispenser. I'm not going to use that, but over here, as you can see, you have a siphon. You put that siphon in your liquid detergent or whatever you're going to use, and when the pressure washer is running through pressure and vacuum, it knows that this nozzle's in there. It will start to siphon from the detergent and shoot through. A 10-year warranty on the motor, 4-year warranty on the tool, 4-year warranty on the battery. And the reason they can give that 10-year warranty on the motor is because it has an ECU. It has a circuit board that it judges the input flow of the water, the output flow that's coming through the nozzle, and it adjusts what the motor is doing and how hard it's working to provide you the optimal amount for what it is. Now you got to remember that 31 minutes they state is constant usage. So if it takes me an hour to wash a car, it's not an hour of life out of this. This only runs when I pull the trigger on the spray gun. A few things that are very cheap that you can do to just add a lot of value to this. First thing is just this right here. So this is a M22 male to a 1/4 inch female quick disconnect. Basically, it's this small to a more manageable size, especially if you're going to run a foam cannon with this gun. For many of you, that will be the only upgrade that you ever do. Now, when you buy this, it usually comes with one of these. They usually don't come by themselves. So it comes with an M22 female to male. So you can take that and put that on your wand. I don't ever have to remove this. This will always be there. I quick connect my wand, and now I have the extension I need. This is stainless steel, $12, $13 investment. In brass, $10 investment. I'll leave the links below for any of this stuff. You can add these, M22 male to 3/8 inch quick disconnect. You add these on the end. They can do that just on the end that connects to the gun and always permanently leave this hooked up to this. But if you want the ability to disconnect, wrap the hose up, make everything look really nice and neat, you go ahead and buy the 2-pack that has the opposite side quick disconnect. And you take this is an M22 female to 3/8 inch quick disconnect male. And another cool thing about this gun is the water comes in back here. On most all of these guns, the water is coming in right here. So now that it's back here, that gives us better leverage, less fatigue on the arm because the hose is not pulling from here. And then we want to correct stuff. It's just easier. That way you can hook the hose up to your gun. The other one is going to go over here. And that's going to allow you to connect that hose, quick disconnect, to the output of the unit. But when it comes to the garden hose quick disconnects, I love Elay. Elay has a 10-year warranty. On the front, I use my male, and that's garden hose thread to the male thread right there. It's much bulkier than, say, something like this, that's for sure. But it's because the hole in there is massive. You get full flow, snaps right in. And to come off, it's that quick. And the end of the nozzle is garden hose thread. You'll be able to add this to the front here. And now you have a shutoff valve here. We use the upgraded setup with my test nozzles. We use the SGS-28. It's my favorite short gun. Good swivel, lightest pull of a short gun out there on the market. I don't see a drain hole for oil change, but these probably can be taken apart to change the oil. I'm not sure. Nothing in the instruction book was about servicing. What's next? We got to get into testing this thing, and that's the fun phase. So before we get to that point, check out the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to testing. Here's the setup. We have our FlexZilla 5/8 swivel hose coming out of our Blue Seal retractable reel. Comes down to our Elay sprayer. Quick connects into the front. Quick connect to the hose. You see how nice and flat it lays all the way up to the gun. Water is on. We have no leaks. Let's purge some air out. You run about 30 seconds. So our batteries go in like that. And this one goes in. Push down to click them in. So based off of the light, I would think the light being on would mean eco because it says eco. So it's in turbo automatically. We'll put it eco. You push the button down. So we're going to try their 40-degree nozzle. This is just first impressions. Pull. Oh, it's got a pop. Whoa. Let's accidentally not put our pressure washer nozzle all the way in, which means it's not clipped. Holy crap! Don't be in that crossfire. I have to say that is the biggest pop I have ever dealt with. And not bad once you get going. Uniform spray. Let's see. 30 uniform spray. So how long does it take to come to full power? A little over 3 seconds. See what that pop feels like with a 15-degree. Oh my gosh! Just got to give you an idea that even though this is a nozzle guard and it's rubberized, when this thing shoots from this distance, it is going to projectile spin and do some damage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got a dent. Oh well, a little bit of a rock chip too, but you know, these rubber guards are meant for that accidental up close. All right, it's twin turbo. Turbo nozzle, turbo on the unit. And you're gonna say, why aren't you treating this outside? Because it's supposed to be gas-like, right? It's supposed to be gas pressure washer type numbers. Well, I just cleaned my driveway with the cheapest gas pressure washer. I'll leave that link below the video. So everything's clean. And I'm more than willing to bet, since this one says fence, one says wall, one says car, that all three of these are different sizes and they're gonna do different numbers. So here's the 40-degree car. This is turbo. 1350. That's a little more than car. Let's do eco while we have it here. 1020. That's perfect. Perfect. This is 25-degree on eco. That's eco putting out 1450. Turbo. 2050 PSI. Do we get the stated number of 3000 PSI? Normally, if they do really well, they never meet the number, like 10% off, maybe a little more, which is fine. We'll see. So this is turbo on the 15-degree. 2650. Eco mode, I'm thinking 2000. 1950, really close. Perfect size nozzles for car washing. So the perfect size nozzle for turbo is a 3.5. This is your 3.5. Like 975. So dead on where we want to be. So 3.0 on eco. About 950. So let's test foam cannon. And we have incredible suds. 32-to-1 dilution ratio, but you really don't have to worry about that. Either put an ounce or 30 milliliters of incredible suds in a foam can and fill it up to the max line. But great cleaning soap, really good foaming soap. Code Cars with Kiva get you 10% off. In eco, I'm not sure how it's going to work. This is a 1.45 orifice, but this thing's supposed to adjust itself. So we'll see what kind of thickness of foam we get in eco and turbo. And this is the problem you're going to get with this pressure washers when you're waiting for your foam. Watch the ramp up. So you see, it is a 1.45, so it's a pretty good size orifice. Pretty dang good foam. I think a 1.25 might do better. Here's turbo. That's more like it. But you see the difference in that runniness versus how much longer this is sitting here before it moves down. This is the 3.5 on turbo for the rinse. Now, my test nozzles are 25-degree nozzles, so they have much smaller fan spray. I just prefer that. This is the 3.0 on eco. Here's the 40-degree that comes with it that says it's meant for car washing on turbo. Quick. Same 40-degree car wash nozzle from them with eco mode. So bucket test, and this one's going to be a little inaccurate. What we're going to do is we're just going to run it. We have the bucket on here zeroed out, so any weight of the bucket has already gone out. We'll run it for 1 minute and 2 seconds to make up for that ramp, because a little over 3 seconds is full ramp. It is shooting water in that first few seconds, not a lot. That's going to give us close. I mean, there's no perfect way to do this with the ramp up. Turbo, they're 15 degrees, so this is max power here. Let's go. 1.008, so 1.01 gallons per minute. So it's not gas-like performance. Gas-like performance is 2650 at 2 to 2.5 gallons per minute, closer to 2.5 gallons per minute. So let's see stock-wise what numbers we get with the 40-degree car wash nozzle. This is in turbo mode. All right, here we go. 1.56 gallons per minute at 1350 PSI on turbo. Go. So 1.38 gallons per minute at 1200 PSI. All right, so we have our 3.0. We're already in eco mode, so we'll just go ahead and do the 3.0. So 1.44 gallons per minute at 975 PSI. So that's right in line with what $100 Greenworks, Ryobi, Craftsman, that's right in line. 1.44 gallons per minute at 900-ish PSI. All right, here we go. So this is the 3.5 in turbo. It's about 975 PSI. 1.64, you would say you're disappointed at 1.64 gallons per minute at 975 PSI. Yeah, I am when it only lasts for 15 minutes on 2 full 4 amp hour batteries. I mean, we haven't done our test yet. It may last longer, but I was really hoping for more. So all that testing, let's see if it drains the batteries evenly, or if it drains one before the other. 2 bars. Nope, does them evenly. So we still have 2 bars left with all of that testing that we did. I'm going to let these cool off. We're going to charge them up, find out how long it takes to charge them, and then we're going to see how long it runs in eco mode. Go. Well, at just over 29 minutes, we have a beeping sound. It's set up to 31. So, I mean, temperature, those kind of things. Obviously, if I was to have used it for 3 to 5 minutes stop, 3 to 5 minutes stop, let the batteries cool a little bit here and there, it probably would have gotten closer to 30 minutes. So we're pretty close to the stated 31 minutes. We added our siphon piece behind the quick connect on this side. We're basically just going, we have the orange tip, we're just going to run it in turbo on the orange tip. That was a pretty quick siphon. You saw some water blast out of here, but once we got all the air out, it's run just fine. So 2300 was the most I could get. We had actually, initially we had those 2 bars on the batteries. Took about 30 minutes to get it charged back to full. So we ran through the eco mode, got 29-ish minutes or so. Then we put them on the dual charger. They were too warm to charge, so they stayed red. But on the charger, it helps to deplete the heat because it has a fan. It's kind of trying to help cool them down. Was about 15-20 minutes to get them to the coolest temperature to start charging, and then when they started charging, it took about 1 hour and 5 minutes to get them fully back. And then I forgot to do the siphon. We ran the siphon for just a few tests really quick. We put the batteries back on the charger, got them charged back to full, and here we are. All right, here we go. Well, there you go. 22 minutes on turbo, 29 minutes on eco. So that just proves that easily you could do a car with this. So final thoughts, and I think I'm kind of conflicted here. mainly at 80 volts, I thought it was going to have a little more oomph than the Ego did. The Ego has 56 volt batteries, so this is capable of more power overall on turbo. That was better than expected. I was expecting 15 to 18 minutes. So in reality, the numbers were actually not bad with the white tip on turbo, eco, between PSI and flow. And you notice when we tried our own tips, we were able to get that 1000 PSI, 1.65, 1.64 gallons per minute. Not bad at all. I was just expecting so much more. The difference between this, the Ego, and the Ryobi, to me, is just what battery you're going to use. With that dual charger with the Greenworks, I really like the dual charger. So there you go. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links below for anything in the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Buy the 2-pack of these two. It's going to... Butterfingers. Damn, I freaking nailed that. I got no bloopers, though. All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to try it. All right, we got the siphons performance, so it really doesn't matter. It's just easier to make the...